Hi, we are so happy to be back. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's a whole
Happy
new
New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. We are Simply Made Local. We are an online virtual marketplace, Etsy alternative at simplymadelocal.com. We are the fantastic 4 lady bosses behind the scenes. I'm Abby.
Ryan.
Taylor.
Carrie.
And we just could not be more happy to be out of the holidays. We do love them, don't get us wrong, but we are so happy to be on the other side. We're happy to be in a fresh new year, just filled with so many new opportunities and opportunities for new goals and everything in this new year. So we're happy to be back. I know I enjoyed our little time off. I know that we weren't here the last couple weeks. Did you guys have a nice break?
Oh, I had a fantastic time.
Yeah. Definitely did.
Feels so good.
Nice. But yes, I'm with you there. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
So much fun. It's so much fun with my family. But yeah.
It was definitely different this year, but it was nice to, I don't know, just slow down a little bit. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad to be into the next year.
Agreed. Yes. And I enjoyed the family time and the rush of the holidays and that last 2-week stint, but I am so glad to be back here, back with you guys, my team, just for a night to sit down, decompress, and do kind of what we absolutely love, which is just sitting in our craft rooms, being able to create.
Yeah.
Yes.
This will be my first project of 2021, so we're so
Mine too.
just thrilled to
Not mine.
show you. Oh, yeah, Ryan's been busy. To show you what we've come up with. So we have a really fun night in store, but we are just going to let a couple people finish joining us. We are going to get our little watch parties going here, so give us just a moment.
Don't forget to share.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
we really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot.
Yes. As you start to join us, please tell us where you are joining from. Tell us if you are a crafter, what is your favorite craft, or if you are a small business owner, we'd love to hear what you craft up.
Yeah.
And feel free to put a link to your shop in the comments below, and we'll be sure to share that.
Yeah, that's always fun to be able to see what you guys make and stuff. We love that stuff, to be able to go and see all that good crafting goodness that you guys come up with.
Crafting goodness, because it is just so crazy. I don't know if you guys have been on Pinterest recently. I know that our team has been on Pinterest every day, but there's just, I don't know if it's 2021, but people are stepping up their game. I mean, there's some really amazing crafts out there right now.
Yes,
really
I agree, and I'm impressed with the level of video that's out there. It's just getting really bananas.
Yeah,
for sure.
At the same time, it's like, I feel like we need to step it up. It's like, it almost motivates you, and and I love that. And if you guys, if this is your first time hearing from us at Simply Made Local, we are a creative community. So we are a community of entrepreneurs, of small businesses, creative small businesses, where we all create handmade products. SimplyMadeLocal.com is a virtual marketplace where you can buy unique handmade items from vendors all across the United States. But we are also that Etsy alternative. We are that virtual marketplace for handmade artists to sell their products. So if you are looking for an alternative to Etsy, if you want something where your products can be seen without huge competition, you're also looking for that community that's going to help promote your products included in the membership, then definitely come check us out. And we have some really exciting news. Do you guys want to tell everybody what happened recently? We stepped up our exciting membership.
Oh yeah, so we went from a free tier and a premium member tier to just we call it the locals membership. And so for just $5 flat, you can post as many products and with as many photos as you want on our site for just $5 a month. And we switched over to that to help you. We want to be able to take some of that money and put it towards advertising, which is all we do. We are always, every single day, promoting all of your products. So what you're getting for that $5 is a platform and advertising help.
Yeah.
Yes. So we just wanted to make it just an affordable option for a lot of small businesses out there that are just maybe getting started and want to try something new. So please check us out, simplymadelocal.com. We appreciate your support, and we appreciate you supporting other local small businesses by shopping small. So that is our 9 to 5. Well, actually, our 24/7.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's nonstop.
On this Thursday night, very special. The 4 of us come here to Facebook Live. We pick out a trending craft project that is kind of popular on Pinterest or Instagram that we've seen, and we kind of put our own spin on it, and we break it down and we show you guys how easy it can be to get started on some of these crafting projects. So tonight we've got something really fun planned. We put out our supply lists every week. We're going to be starting to put that out on Saturdays now. So if you want to know what we're making for the following Thursday, go on over to Instagram or Facebook and check out that supply list. And that's going to tell you what we're doing. So if you want to get those supplies ahead of time, you can craft along with us, or you can watch our video, which is really cool because you're getting 4 different projects, 1 video. You can rewatch it, watch a specific person, and kind of get a different take on different projects. Sometimes we do the same project, and sometimes we do all different ones. So tonight we've got sort of all different ones tonight.
Sometimes I want to preface that though, because even when we attempt to do the same project,
they're never the same.
They're never the
same. Absolutely. We are 4 very different.
Yeah.
We are different.
So, I'm excited. Ryan, do you want to tell everybody what we're doing tonight? Our first live video of 2021?
Okay, so we all kind of wanted to take a stab at doing something fun and organizational for our house, craft room, whatever. Abby and Carrie are making a shelf with rope and boards. I am going to be making a framed makeup holder with magnets, and Taylor is going to be making a really cool mason jar style organizer for like paintbrushes or whatever that you might want to put in it for your craft room.
Yes, I am a woodworker now.
Yeah.
Tonight we have woodworker Carrie with us.
Yes. Well, as well as staining, because you learned how to do some simple staining today too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes, this is new. We're gonna.
Yeah, so slightly different supplies. So we'll tell our supplies as we go along, because each of us have a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you share what you're doing, Ryan, and tell us about the supplies.
Okay, so I have a camper and a fifth wheel, and we go camping all the time. And I like to bring my makeup with me, but you know, being in a camper for long periods of time is very limiting. There's not a lot of space, but I do have some wall space in my bathroom that I can't put like a shelf into, because you know, those are small thin walls. So what I'm making tonight is someplace that I can organize my makeup a little easier. So I have a frame. I just got it from the dollar store. I have a piece of metal. I had my husband snip it down to size. I don't even know where he got it. I just said, hey, do you have some metal? He said, yeah, and that's what arrived. I have some scrap fabric I've had for ages, and the only thing I actually had to go purchase was some magnets. So I'm going to be gluing the magnets onto the back of my makeup, and then assembling it all together, and then I'll have a completed makeup holder. I have
Like
used
that
this
idea.
too in my house, even where I have more space, just because it keeps some of the stuff up off your table. So it's not so cluttered and you can just see it all right there on the wall, and it's a little bit easier. So I did already paint my frame gray. I used apple barrel pewter gray. So that's all painted, and I cut the fabric right down to the size, which is a little bit hanging over. I'm gonna pop that into my frame and push the little tabs down, and then glue the magnets onto my makeup.
Very cool. I have actually seen something kind of similar to this. I like the idea of the makeup because you can just like pop it on, pop it off. But I have seen something similar where you can take those little storage things that have like a flat back on them, if you can find them. Sometimes they're difficult to find. But sometimes you have to remove the suction cups off of them because they're like for the inside of the showers.
Yeah.
And you can put the magnets on that and then put them on the board, but you have to make sure you have a good amount of magnets. And then you can just put things inside, but it's kind of difficult if you have things that are going to fall to the bottom. So this is good if you have makeup pieces that are going to obviously fall.
Like little eyeshadows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I have, like just a little eyeshadow palette, some bronzers, blush, little stuff that I'm gonna.
I have so much makeup, but I have like staples that I always use. That's perfect for
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and if you use hot glue, what's nice is you can always pop those off of your old,
Yeah, you can
old
reuse the
makeup
magnets.
pieces and put them onto the new ones. That's nice.
And I was thinking too, what's nice about this, I don't have to put a nail into the wall. I can use command strips because none of it is going to be heavy. So,
Perfect.
so I think
Yeah, that's perfect for that kind of wall.
Yeah, that is really nice.
Okay, so for me, I'll jump in on mine for the sake of just let's get started because I got to start painting. I am doing a sort of hack, and me and Carrie are doing something very similar this evening. Actually, pretty much the same project, just doing it 2 different styles. So I will be a little honest. I was going to do a craft paint organizer. It was very cool. It was going to be in wood crates. It was going to be on a Lazy Susan spinner. It was something that was going to go into my shelves behind me, and I'd be able to store that craft paint. But I went to 4 Dollar Trees today, 4, and I did not find all of the wood crates that I needed to assemble that project. And yes, I know I waited to the last day, but I'm going to pull my card and I'm going to take that for this week. So
You're allowed to.
you're allowed.
I absolutely loved Carrie's project. And so I thought, hey, I just want to make that. And I was able to get those supplies together. So you're going to need the same supplies for both of us. So I'll just go over those, Carrie, for everyone. So we are making our own DIY hack on the wood hexagon shelves. So it's a little different. So I do personally have the wood hexagon shelves in my living room. They're incredible. I got them from VR Home Revival, that is at simplymadelocal.com. I did buy them off the site from an incredible maker who put those together for me, and I absolutely love them. But it was very technical, and that's not something for a beginner by any means. So this project is something that a beginner can do pretty much with things you might even already have at home. So with this, I bought both me and Carrie a really nice piece of wood.
It's beautiful.
And we had to do this all camera, but we did cut these pieces. And if you want to do it the exact same size that we're doing, which you can do any size you'd like, we are doing it in a hexagon shape. So you're going to need 3 pieces. I only have 2 hands, so forgive me. Here's your 3 pieces. And then we're going to string some rope in between these pieces to make them into a floating shelf. So it's going to give you that hexagon shape without being super technical of it all being boxed in with wood. We're using rope. So for this, you'll need a piece of wood. I did this measurement 20 inches, and the top and bottom piece are 14 inches. So 14, 20, same for both of us. And I got my rope from the Dollar Tree. This is just nautical rope. Carrie's got some really nice, I don't even know what you call that. It's like,
I don't know, twine kind of.
Or like a jute. I think it's jute.
Maybe, yeah. It's really stiff though. So I actually soaked this for 2 or 3 hours in some water to kind of like loosen it up a little bit.
Oh, I like that. Cool.
nice.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Okay. So that's all. And then we are doing our faux stain on these pieces of wood. So we do not stain indoors because that just creates just such an awful smell. So you will see very often the Simply Made Local team, we do this faux stain, which turns out really, really nice. Taylor taught us this trick and it's just incredible. So you're gonna need some chalk paint. I have the Waverly, here we go.
I
Waverly
laughed because I got in trouble for so long for staining inside from my husband. And I will still do it to this day. I mean, and I know it's bad. I know it's bad. You guys shouldn't do this. It's bad.
Oh, I stain inside all the time, but
I know.
I do it a lot less.
And I was like, I don't think I can do that inside my house, you guys.
So it's really cool. I hope you follow along, but really you're just gonna need some chalk paint and some water, some paper towels and a paintbrush. So that's all that we have. Carrie's already gotten started on staining some of her pieces. Look how beautiful that is. So that started out looking like this. It went to that. It's just beautiful. You can
And
still see
it dries so quickly. Dries
Right.
so
she's
quickly.
using the apple barrel. And then we pre-drilled holes. So we used, you know, the bit and we drilled right through.
Drilled holes.
And we'll be putting that right through there and we'll get that.
Tune
done.
in next week for more about tools.
I know how to use them, but I may not know what they're called. Anyways, on to you, Taylor.
I'm
Okay.
gonna paint now.
This is now the tool channel. Okay.
Still time.
It's tool time with the Simply Made Local team. Okay. I am going to be putting together a okay, so this originally was going to be one of those mason jar holders, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen them, where you take just one slat of wood, you take 3 mason jars, and then you use, oh my gosh, what were they called? I was asking Zach about them last night because I couldn't find them at the hardware store.
They're clamps,
They're
some metal clamps,
They're
circle clamps,
ring clamp,
Like a
something. I was
Ring
searching them on.
clamps.
ring
Ring
clamps.
clamps.
Right, yes, yes, okay. But I just wasn't like crazy. Yeah, again, tune in next week for more about tools. Anyways, but I didn't love the look of that. And so I knew I wanted to do something a little bit different. And so I ended up at Walmart, which I always end up at Walmart because
Why not?
and I found this board that I liked a little bit better than just a regular old piece. And I started to already paint this with my Waverly chalk paint, which, okay, this color is deceiving, y'all. So plaster, it looks yellow on the container. It's not yellow. It's like this really pretty light. This is this part I've already painted. So it's like this really pretty light, I don't know, grayish color. Love it. So yeah, I really love it. So I've already kind of started painting that. And then I couldn't find mason jars to save my life. So I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do that's a little bit different? I found like these little milk looking jars with with the gold paint at the bottom. So I was like, well, these will be cute for my paintbrushes because my paintbrushes will still fit in there and I can still do them, you know, all the way across. So I got 4 of them because there's the 4 planks.
Gold look on the bottom is easy to duplicate if you can't find those specific ones. You could do those in color, like
exactly. And then I was thinking, okay, well, we have our, you know, our resident glitterer over here, you know, and you could even glitter them.
You could.
So instead of doing the ring clamp thingy majiggers, I am going to be taking those and I'm going to be taking this leathery, this is not real leather, okay? FYI.
We certified
Ryan was there. Ryan was there when I bought this. This is just regular like cord, the cheap stuff from Hobby Lobby. that I got in the jewelry section. And I'm going to be taking this and going around it right at the gold line and securing it to the wood with these little decorative tacks and making it look really cute. I'm also going to be using a little bit of glue behind the paint part so that nobody can see it as well, so that helps secure it too. I have my glue gun on standby over here. So that is going to be my project. So I will be having to hammer as well. I know what this tool's called.
Another tool.
Yeah.
So many tools tonight.
Okay, bonus point, Taylor, if you know what the other end of the hammer part's called. What's the prong part called?
Tooth something. Is it a tooth something?
I always thought it was called a claw.
Oh, maybe it's a claw.
Remember. I had to know like hundreds of tools for a class in college, and I do not remember much.
Hey, you don't use it, you lose it.
This was like
But
20 years
claw
ago.
makes sense.
Right? Claw.
I don't get my bonus points, guys.
By the way,
You get it for just being cute.
So.
Also,
It's-
I am done. with that.
Ooh, I love it. Okay,
I
now,
used mascara and eyeliner and concealer.
okay,
I
so
love
that
that
is
idea.
fantastic for on the go makeup. Like fantastic.
I might need stronger magnets for those too.
That's awesome.
Okay. Some staining's going well. Oh, by the way, the color I'm using here, I've got the apple barrel paint too. I'm using melted chocolate, and it's giving this is a little dark right now, but when it dries, it kind of has this like really nice brown to it. I love it.
I
I've
like
never
that too.
done this faux staining before. I've watched you guys do it, but I've never done it myself, and I really like this.
I just
I might
usually take it and then add a
change
little bit of water to it, water it
Yeah.
down, and then I go in and out with the
Yeah,
different
the nice thing is
colors.
if it's too light, you can always add more, and you can layer it too if it is.
Yeah, I usually do too.
And if it's too dark, you can
And it
just
actually,
take a paper towel and wipe it, and it'll take some of the stain up.
So I actually did like 2 layers on my other pieces because it did dry kind of light. And then with the second, I guess, coat of stain, it kind of came out more the way I wanted it to. So, but even when it was like nice and light, it was still really pretty. So you don't have to do 2 coats of this. Okay.
like it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do have a
Um,
helpful magnet tip. I had these little tiny magnets before, and I put them on some of them, and then I got these ones today, which are just slightly bigger. Maybe
Such a good idea.
the time and the size. Bigger ones for sure. Just I think because it gives it more magnetic surface area.
Yeah. No,
And I'm
that's
just thinking because if I'm putting it in my camper, it's going to be jiggling.
right. That'll help keep it on
Steady.
there when you're on the road.
What happened to Abby? Oh, I see her.
Okay. This dries really fast too, which is really nice because I want to do another
Is she
coat, I think.
she back on?
Well, I let her in from the waiting room. Let me just make sure. Joining now. What happened?
She's been off for a while, but I thought
I thought
that
it was
you
intentional.
Yeah.
Somebody in the waiting room.
Ledgy. All right.
I'm just waiting for my paint to dry here,
Yeah. Like,
which
try
is, I mean,
Nothing like waiting for paint to dry.
that's what I was gonna say. Okay.
Do you have a blow dryer heat gun?
No, but I mean, it'll go fast. It's just the chalk paint. And I mixed it with water, so it'll go really quick.
and I'm actually using acrylic paint for this, and I think this works really well too. I like chalk paint, but this is what I had to work with here.
The acrylic goes pretty fast too, as long as it's mixed
does.
pretty
It
well
dries
with the water.
So that's nice.
Well,
trying
I feel like is what I put on my frame here, and it dried really fast.
Yeah. And then I'm going to start fighting with rope soon, so this should be entertaining.
All right, well, I have to start hammering here, so this is going to be funny.
Oh my.
Oh, I guess I should get my glue gun going here too.
Making sure things are in like proper distance from one another is not necessarily my strong suit, so.
Welcome back, friend.
I just had to take a little, I need to go powder my nose. I am back now.
Welcome back.
I thought maybe you needed a siesta.
I do. But this is way better.
Oh,
Or maybe
well,
you come back with a finished shelf.
I know, right?
well, you came back to my finished project.
Ah.
Wow, look at that. Fast and effective, Ryan. Look how cool that is. So that is a really awesome hack, especially for like if you're living in a dorm room or just any small
Yeah,
space,
that's a great idea.
super organized. That is an awesome project.
And the thing I lose all the time, and my grandma gave this to me, is so sweet. It was like in a little gift bag. She gave it to me last year. Is I lose my a pencil sharpener, like for your eyeliner and stuff, or your lip liner. So
Yes.
that's one of the other things. It's this little tiny heart pencil sharpener, and that's one of the most important things on my little magnet board.
Very cool.
So you can do this kind of thing for any kind of organizational thing. Just make sure the heavier the product, the stronger the magnet.
All right. Wise words.
I'm gonna start tying knots.
Okay, so Carrie is ready to go. I am still staining.
I'm not quite, but I'm ready to go with a couple of my shelves. So I'm gonna start the knot tying process, and this is probably going to be redone 4 times, but
Oh, look at that, you guys.
Pretty color.
Look at what a beautiful,
that's pretty.
how that turned out. Now that is just using chalk, Waverly chalk paint and water. No stain. Beautiful.
Awesome.
I love it.
Well, I kind of like this, having the first project done, just sitting back watching you girls.
Like I'm just gonna kick it and watch you guys craft.
Yep. Make some jokes, sing some songs, you know.
Okay, so I decided to try some knots on the top as well as underneath.
So when we were talking about doing this craft earlier, I'll let you guys in. There are multiple ways that you can do to tie these knots. So we're going to show you obviously 2 different ways, but
Oh my gosh, are we going to start going over knot types too? Okay,
Yes.
this is going to get to be too much if we start talking about tools and knot types, you guys.
Can I tell you guys
Okay,
something
well,
fun
I
about
don't
knots?
know any knot names.
Ryan can tell us about some knots.
I won a contest in boot camp about tying the fastest sailor's knot. Yes.
Well, I'm glad we have a sailor then.
Right? She's all critiquing my knot tying now.
That is not a 4-square knot.
No, this
All
is
I
a
can
cute
think
knot.
about is, and this might make me sound very young, is an episode of SpongeBob
No, I get
that
it.
has to do with knot tying.
Perfect. Okay, so I have gone through, I'm going long ways with my rope. So you can see I am creating kind of like a triangle top here that's going to lean back to the other side's triangle. Hopefully hang this against my wall nicely. If not, we were going to be redoing some knots later. But
Is that your top piece, Carrie, or the bottom piece?
this is the top. I'm going
Got it.
top first. Yep. So the trick is going to be making these even. That's basically the part that's probably going to drive me completely insane. But This week's
And the
episode of
crafty
Letty
begins
Carey
with
fighting
your
this
feet.
week.
Even until you start putting stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just need to, and these are really loose measurements. There's zero chance I'm going to be able to give you any kind of actual measurement here. I'm kind of eyeballing this, which is
Well, it kind of would be
An
preference
idea.
because some people prefer to have the same space. So
yeah. And the nice thing is though that these are knots, and if it doesn't come out perfect, I can just kind of slip the rope through and re-knot it. So.
Yeah. So have you told everybody what you're going to be doing with your shelves, what the point of your shelf was?
Oh, for me, I am going to be putting my essential oils because I don't have anything. I have a ton of essential oils and I don't have anything to really organize them except like a box. So I kind of want a little display area, and then these shelves are a little larger, so I'm probably going to have more than just essential oils on here, but that was my idea in the first place. So
Because I have a lot of essential oils too, and I just keep them in a big wood bowl.
exactly.
I would love
Yeah.
to put them on display. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
And it makes it a lot easier to grab them when you're trying to look for a specific one. Okay,
Oh yeah.
good. Real rough measurements over here, guys. Sorry. Just eyeball it and see if it's good.
Yep.
So
I'm still over here staining.
Yeah, I still have to do the other side of my other shelf too, but for now.
I definitely did a shelf like this once, like what you guys are doing, and I do recall trying to hang it up. It was just one board though, it wasn't 3. But I do recall trying to hang it up with my husband, and that's actually before we were married. That was a test, you guys, on our relationship.
Well, you guys got married, so that's a good thing.
Oh man.
like hanging decor with your husband and moving is always like, if you can make it through those things with your husband, you're
Yeah.
good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes,
It was
home improvement. I think that's maybe why there's, a lot of divorces of 2020 is because everybody stayed home and did home improvement.
yeah, for real.
Okay, so as you guys are watching me, the technique to this staining is really with using the water to really spread and even out that paint, to thin it out to see the grain. So the way that I like to do it is I like to start with getting my paintbrush wet. So I stick the paintbrush in the water, and then I put a little bit of paint onto it, and then I go back in the water, and then I go onto the wood. And then as I spread on that paint, I kind of move the water around even more. I'll dunk it back in the water, back onto the paint, and you're just really trying to thin that out. So if you guys are watching me do that, that's kind of what I'm doing here. And it's really nice because this is a forgiving painting job. So if you mess up, if there's a spot that tends to be a little darker, a little lighter, just go back in and put water over it and spread it out even more.
Yeah, I did that a couple of times. I got it a little too dark, so I just like watered it down and it smoothed right out. So that's nice.
You can always take like a damp paper towel too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't necessarily look like a mistake when you do it like that.
Yeah. I think I've got my first shelf. I think.
Oh, nice, Carrie.
A little too long. I might have made the top part a little too long. We might have to re-knot this.
No, I think that's perfect because then now you can put in a plain
back, so it can actually stay on the shelf. But I think this might be a tiny bit too long.
Ah, okay.
I might need to loosen this a little bit.
That looks great, Carrie. That's awesome.
That looks awesome.
I'm going to be putting the longer piece under this one. Yeah, this way. And then the other shorter piece on the bottom. So we'll have a whole little
nice
shelf thingy going on here.
I'm just waiting for my hot glue gun to get real nice and hot here. before I mess
So while
this
we're
up.
waiting for your glue gun, we can talk a little bit about our blog right now that is just really got some fun stuff. I love this time of year just because I'm so goal oriented. I love planning. I love organizing. Even though I'm not a great organizer, I love the idea. So I get really excited for this time of year. So we put some of our favorites back up on our blog from last year. So I think today we put up a really cool blog that's on positive affirmations. So if you're needing some extra positive vibes going into 2021, we've got some really cool handmade makers that make some really interesting and unique handmade products that just kind of help promote a sound mind, along with, you know, because a lot of people are working on the physical health at the beginning of the year. It seems like, you know, we all have that goal to diet and eat better, but you have to remember to take care of your mind as well. And I think that that will help you further in your physical journey. So we do have some really cool stuff up there that you can support a handmade artist with some positive affirmation stuff. And then my other favorite part of this time of the year is Valentine's Day, Love Day. It's my second favorite holiday, and I just love all the love and the hearts and the pink, and it's just a really fun time. So of course we did bring back our favorites from last year. We did some tutorials. I actually have them behind me. I'll show you, I'll be sure to point those out when I get the camera back up, but we have some heart canvases that are super simple to make, and even you can make those with the kids. And then we have a really fun Target dollar spot DIY that we put together using felt flowers. And we do have a really easy tutorial if you want to learn how to make felt flowers this year. We've got that up on the site as well. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah. And then our newest makers are just coming along, putting up new projects, new products. So if you're looking to buy a unique handmade product for Valentine's Day for your loved ones, be sure to check out all the new stuff, all the new listings.
Yeah. There's tons of jewelry.
Oh yes, the jewelry.
Definitely a good Valentine's Day. Oh my God.
All right.
Well, we think we know what Carrie wants for Valentine's Day.
So here's the other thing though, if you're doing knots with rope that's kind of difficult to make knots with, don't make them too tight if you're not sure of the measurements.
Got it.
Current things.
Good point. Okay, so I'm all done
with Carrie.
I'm all done with the staining. So I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to start my knotting. And we might not finish because we're
no
almost there. Oh wow, Taylor, that looks beautiful.
Yeah, we're getting there.
To see those clamps, and they're almost like a bronze.
Cute. Wow.
Oh, the clamps?
Yeah, are they bronze?
Oh, it's leather, or fake leather pieces.
What?
Oh, that's right.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Carrie's laughing, so she's having fun. I'm glad Carrie's having fun.
I'm always fighting my craft, you guys.
And then it always turns out so good. So
I know.
it's just part of your process. So just own it, go with it, love it.
Right. I know. That's just Carrie.
So if you're just tuning in with us, we just saw a couple more people come on in. We are making organizational hacks tonight for 2021. We're the team from simplymadelocal.com. We come here on Facebook Live every week on Thursdays to bring you a new craft. And tonight we're doing organizational hacks. So me and Carrie are doing our hack on the hexagon shelves. We're actually doing a little wood hexagon shelving / macrame / whatever you want to call it. 3 shelves using
Okay.
rope, gonna be beautiful hexagon shelves.
Eventually.
Ryan's already completed her project. She is our star winner this evening. She did an RV living hack. So it's how to put your makeup
How's that
on the
one?
wall versus having it on counter space. She did that with magnets. So if you want to learn how to do that, you can go back and rewatch. And Taylor is making a very cool paintbrush holder for her craft room using milk bottles and what is that board called? Shiplap board?
It's just a, yeah, I guess.
Walmart special.
Yeah, Walmart special. Perfect.
No, that was Kmart.
Oh, Kmart special. Yeah, that's true.
It would
Blue
have
light special.
technically the blue light special.
Yes. Okay.
Children of the 80s.
I think the way I'm going to do mine is I have 4 separate rope bunches, and they're 11 feet long. So I will have plenty of rope. So I'm also going to start from the top and go down. So I'm going to just start feeding this through, knotting, and hopefully at the end I'll be able to combine all of my pieces at the top onto something. I was hoping to get one of those wood rings. I did not find that this evening, but I will have that in the final project picture. And so I was hoping to have a ring that I was able to tie all of my pieces to. So I guess where I'll start is taking my top wood piece, and I'm just going to thread this through one of the pieces, one of the holes. Actually, I'm going to go the opposite way, and I'm just going to pull this up to what I think, how long I would want to hang it.
I really like this rope, but it is, don't make your knots too tight. That's my one piece of advice. Until you know you're really good there, then tighten those knots.
Well, see, I think what might be easier, Carrie, is that you're using one continuous piece.
Yep.
I'm using 4 separate pieces. And so if there's too much rope on one end, I can just cut it off.
Yeah, well, I gave myself a ton of slack here. So I can definitely, when I'm done, cut it. But this whole situation. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm gonna measure this before I tighten the knot because it's fine.
You guys are all making me very glad I went with my craft today.
Right now, girl.
Sometimes we do not finish here at Simply Made Local on a Thursday evening, but then we just sign off with you and we continue to have fun, have that girl time. We just love doing these classes and spending time with each other. So, and then you'll be able to see the final project picture next Thursday. We'll be putting that on our social media, which is at Simply Made Local on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Pinterest and Twitter. So there's my easy knot. And now I'm just going to really enforce that.
Taylor, you might have to use some E6000 too.
I know, that's what
I'm
this
really liking that.
stuff is.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the next question is how tall do I want the next piece? So I guess I'm gonna go about there, kind of eyeball it, 8 inches. That looks about good. So 7.5. Okay. Now I'm going to just measure this kind of out. 7.5. We want it to be about there. Now I'm going to feed this very long rope. And you get the idea. We just wanted to really inspire you with this craft. This is pretty simple to
Yeah, it's really not that difficult. It's mostly the measuring, I think.
It's just measuring, yeah, and showing you that you can find these pieces for not expensive. I was actually very surprised. This project was under $20, so that was really neat, surprising. Okay, I've got this next piece here. Tie my knot. I did a 7.5 inch space between my levels. Because I am putting this in my bathroom. I didn't tell you where I'm putting this one. I'm putting this in my bathroom behind the toilet, and I'm gonna put extra rolls of toilet paper and maybe like an oil diffuser on it, like you know, with the sticks.
Yeah, I want to put my diffuser on here too, I think, because this is like, when I was first thinking of this, I was picturing a much smaller shelf. So this would actually fit my diffuser. So that's exciting.
Okay, and then I will measure another 7.5 inches of rope.
Yeah, I'll be measuring over there. I'm like, nope, that's not quite right. It's shorter.
And this last piece in there. And then what's neat is I'm going to leave some room at the bottom so that I can fray it out and almost have like tassels.
Oh, I like that idea. That's cute.
Cool. That's a very macrame boho, your style.
Yeah, we'll see. I thought tassels in the bathroom, not sure, but we're gonna see.
I like it.
Fine. Just spray some Clorox on it every now and then. It'll be all right.
Okay, so I think I'm liking this. Yeah, this is going to be a very big shelf.
I know. I think mine's going to be bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Why? Oh, if only I could find my ruler.
Yeah, this looks really neat, guys. I know you can't really see it all together, but that's how you make that. So we're going to continue on. We're going to keep knotting. We're just going to enjoy our crafty evening. I think Taylor's just about done with her first piece there.
I'm working on it.
Is it not staying?
What are you using to secure the straps?
I'm using these nail heads, these little tiny ones. They're really cute. You can kind of see them. But I have glue behind here too, but it's just taking some time to stick. But I think once I get these secured, that'll really help the glue stick.
Okay, so run us through it one more time. If we get off, they'll know how to keep repeating those steps. So you put the bottle down, you added glue.
I put the bottle down, but I started with just hot glue, but it wasn't quite sticking well enough. So I added some of this Fix All adhesive, which is like a E6000, but it's the dollar store brand. But it's pretty much the exact same stuff. I added that with my hot glue, and then I'm going to then adhere it down with my straps so that it really sticks.
Okay, and does anybody else need to know anything else to complete your project?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, my ruler, and then I think we'll be gravy.
Well, I think me and Carrie are going to keep nodding, and we'll show you these finished projects next Thursday. So thanks, guys, for joining us. I think we're all done for tonight. Thank you for supporting us and just crafting along with us. These are always so much fun for us, and we pretty much just do this for us. And if we can help to inspire anybody else or help anybody to get a little bit more crafty and find that time to craft for themselves, then our job is done. So thank you, guys. Please go on over to simplymadelocal.com and check out all of those wonderful projects from those handmade makers. And we hope to see you back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Facebook Live.
We will be here.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.